for online backup, and wow, look at this. All kinds of good stuff here. Huh. Well, I see this guy #1 right here. Now remember earlier chapter we decided we downloaded Firefox. We said we're going to look at this tool, and here's why. Here is exactly why. Now if we look here, I searched for online backup. The #1 thing that showed up is Mozy.com. I click on it. Mozy, yeah, nice looking site. Okay, high page rank. That's the first thing we want to look at. Page rank. Okay, this guy's got a page rank 6. That's pretty darn good. Anything above a 4, I'd say, is pretty good, and it's kind of hard to get page rank above that. If you can get a 5 or if you can get a 6, you're rocking. But let's see how many links this guy has. Show backward links. Domain. External from only. And oh, just by the way, you never want to look at Google. It doesn't really show the number of links that they have in their index. You always want to go to Google. Or Yahoo, I'm sorry. Always check Yahoo for number of links. Let's see. So Mozy has 195,000 links pointing to its site. That might take a while. So if you're considering ranking for online backup, good luck. Getting 195,000 links is probably going to take a while. Let's look at something else. Let's say, let's go back. So we figured out it may be pretty tough to rank #1 for online backup. Let's scroll down. How hard is it to even get on the first page? Let's look at this guy, xdrive.com. He's got a page rank 6 too. Pretty good. Domain external only, Yahoo. Oh, well, he only has 26,000 links, so a little bit better, but still tough. Now you can go through this process manually and one by one go through all the different sites and see how difficult your competition is, or you can go to this great website called nichewatch.com. So here we go, www.nichewatch.com. And what it does is essentially it does the same thing we just did, one by one, looking at the different sites, and it compiles it all for you. So let's type in online backup. And we're not going to put in a website. Let's just check our competition here. Now it's going to take a minute to run because what it's doing is it's going out, it's finding who are the top sites that rank for online backup, and it's going to check a whole bunch of data in the search engines about these sites. It's going to look at how many pages they're indexed in the site, how many pages have links to them, etc., etc., etc. And it's going to check a couple of different ways that the search engines look at information. Now on this page that's coming up, I'm going to explain each of these different columns to you so that you can understand what's going on a little bit. So BLD, that stands for backlinks to the domain. If you notice, they only use Yahoo because that has the most consistent information in terms of total number of links. So it's saying right now that Mozy.com has backlinks from over 196,000 different domains. Carbonite, 27,000, iDrive, 19, PCMag.com, 3.3 million roughly. Now, one thing you'll notice is that you see this is kind of a generic PCMag.com. They talk about more than just online backups. So one thing to think about is a lot of the links pointing back to Mozy probably say online backup in them, as opposed to PCMag. They may have links that say things like Windows or Mac, or I guess they wouldn't say Mac because it's PCMag, but they would say, you know, how to fix your hardware, all kinds of different crazy things, and that's why it's not quite so, you know, why they've got a lot of backlinks from different domains but don't rank quite as high. Let's see. Backlinks to the web page in Yahoo. It's not exactly accurate. We don't really look at that column too much. You can ignore this. Ignore. Count. This is more what the web page is saying about itself. It counts how many times the given keyword shows up in the web page. This is the number of pages that are in its in the index of Yahoo. So one thing to consider is, we'll get this a little bit more in some of the advanced chapters, but if you ever heard the phrase that content rules or content is king, this gives you an idea of how much content a given site has. Now, if a site has a lot of content, that means they have a lot of pages to work with. And remember, we talked about page rank. Every single page has individual page rank. So if they have, look at here, PC Mag they have 500,000 pages. Well, you can, not only does page rank matter from other sites, but even within your own site, you can sculpt your page rank to do certain things. Next is anchor text. So if you use some special keywords in Google, like all in anchor, all in title, all in text, it'll give you the results based on those things. So what this is saying is, if you look at just anchor text, pointing back, Mozy's number 2, or Carbonite's number 4. Same with title and same with the text that they have on the page. So this is kind of interesting. We're looking here, we see basically, to compete for this space, we're going to need to get a lot of links. Don't really look at the top 20 too much. We can see what's interesting is you see there's a couple people in here that here's a great one, SOS Online Backup. They only have 1,400 backlinks. That's really interesting. We saw Mozy, they're number 6 with only 1,400. So what this tells me is it may be possible to get into the top 10 and not have to get 100,000 backlinks like Mozy. I may not be number 1, but I could definitely get on the first page. So let's take a little bit of a look here. And we look at the page rank. Oh, it's a 5. That's still pretty good. But the getting however many 1,500 backlinks, that's totally doable in a short amount of time. Now, let's look at these links. Now, cool thing is we can actually see, since they only have 1,500, Yahoo will give us the top 1,000 links, or at least 1,000 links that point back to that site. So we could, in essence, scan through all of these links and find out who's linking to them, and try to get a link ourselves from the same people that are linking to SOS Online Backup. Now we'll have, in later chapters, we'll talk about more how to get links and the different things you can do to get anchor text back to you. But so, as we look at the online backup, definitely tough to get in the top 1, but it could be possible to get into the top 10 without too much difficulty. Okay, so this is how we can do a little bit of research on selecting different types of keywords and niches and making an educated decision on whether or not we want to rank for a given term.